Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk to you about a cooking method called sous vide. Sous vide incorporates the usage of a water bath as well as something called an immersion circulator. The immersion circulator will get the water up to the right temperature and then continue to circulate it around whatever it is that you're cooking in order to get it to maintain that temperature for a specific amount of time. Sous vide really doesn't have a limit to the number of things that it can be used for. You could use it for proteins, which we like to use it for steak, chicken, pork, fish, and then you can even use it for vegetables or even dessert. If you wanted to do creme brulee, you could do that in here as well. In today's video, we are going to set this up to be used to sous vide some stew meat, which I'll use later on today to make an amazing beef stew. So as you can see here, I've got a vacuum sealed package of just loose stew meat that I bought at Costco, divvied it up and then threw it in the freezer. So it's been out there for a couple days, a week or so. And then the other very nice thing about sous vide is you could just throw it, even though it's frozen, right into the water bath, turn it on, and it will just cook it from there. You add about an hour or so to the cooking time, but you don't have to worry about thawing it out and so on. So the first thing you're going to need is a water bath. Now, as you can see here, I've got a specific container that I use for this, which is fantastic. You can buy them at cooking stores or Amazon or Target, wherever. And then the immersion circulator, of course, is something that also you can buy at most kitchen stores, ranging anywhere from $50 up to several hundred if you want to get one of the really fancy ones. Now the special water container is not necessarily something that's needed. When I first started doing this, I was just using a big old metal pot like we all have. The one special thing that you do want to do with this is this doesn't really go on the cooktop or on top of the stove. It usually just sits out on your counter. Well, you're getting this to a fairly hot temperature and then you're sitting it on a counter for a very long amount of time. It could potentially damage your counter. So you do want to put something underneath it, like a trivet, something like that, just to protect your countertop so you don't crack it. Okay, the container has already been filled full of water. The immersion circulator is already plugged in. I already programmed it with the temperature that I'm going to cook it to, which is 137 degrees. Just take my meat, put it directly into the water, and then hit start. And it now goes through the process of warming up the water to the right 137 degrees. And then I will tell my timer to set it for however long I wish. Usually with something like this, I'll go about 3 hours because that gives it enough time to get up to temperature and then also tenderize tremendously so that it's nice and soft, very tender when it comes out of the immersion circulator. That's really it for now. I'm going to take this meat later on and you'll probably see additional videos or perhaps an extension of this one that we use that meat to braise a little bit in a pan and then perhaps into an Instapot to finish it off. Thank you very much. We'll talk again later.